Hello YouTube fam, it's naturally me, Smooches. I'm actually making this video because I just want to share a thought with you and share a piece of me again. As you see in some of my videos, I like to talk about myself and, you know, just to show people what type of person I am and how real I am and everything like that. But this actually came on my heart and on my mind because I got a phone call yesterday from a young lady that when I worked at a teenage mom's group home, that she used to be there, and I hadn't seen her for years or heard of her from years, but I had given her my number before I had actually, I think I had left the group home because I had gotten another job. And she actually called me yesterday. It was such a good feeling because, you know, the teenage moms are having it really hard, and I beg you and I beg anybody that, you know, they shouldn't judge these young girls at all. I mean, yes, they made this mistake. They shouldn't have done it, but the baby is here or the baby is in their belly. There's no reason to be saying, oh, you shouldn't have done that, oh, blah, blah, blah. You know, just saying negative things to them because they don't really need to hear it. They need to hear positivity in their life and tell them, yeah, okay, you made this mistake, now you move on, you still continue school, you still live your dreams, and there are services that can help you until you make those, you know, until you start living your dream and you finish school and everything like that. It's so terrible, and I hear it, you know, all the time, you know, just overhearing conversations and stuff and talking to the girls, you know, that how many people in their lives just put them down and they don't feel so good about themselves and everything, and they need somebody in their lives that can lift them up and give them guidance to show them the right road to go. And I'm a mentor. I've been a mentor, let's see, Kalia is going to be 12 years old, but I became a mentor by chance. I've always wanted to do something that was, like, you know, gratifying, that I made a difference in somebody's life. And I happened to come across a flyer in my son's school when he was 5 years old that was asking for mentors for teenage mothers. So I went to one of the meetings and everything, and I got hooked up with a girl named Tiffany. Tiffany was, at the time that I met her, I believe she was 15, and she had Kalia when she was 14. So Kalia was actually just turned a year old when we first met and everything. When I met Tiffany, Tiffany was such a wonderful girl. She just had a lot of issues that went on in her life. I mean, at the age of 14, she had a lot of things going on, and her mom had issues, and she didn't really have the right guidance or discipline, you know, to go the right way. So, you know, she got caught up with a man. Actually, he was, like, much older than her, and I noticed that most of the girls... Okay, my son, I thought he was coming in, but, so what I noticed with these girls in the group home, that most of them had very older boyfriends that, like, were in their 30s. Like, basically, they were men who took advantage of these young ladies, and young vulnerable ladies, and that they basically, I would say they, like, kind of brainwashed them to think that, you know, it was all about them and made them think that they loved them and everything like that. But obviously it wasn't like that, because these girls ended up in the group home and their man wasn't nowhere around. You know, we try to explain to them, where's your man at, where's your man at? But they, you know, they just was so, I guess what they knew what love was, they're so in love with the man that they wouldn't give any names out, because most of the girls actually, you know, it was, what do you call it? Oh, it's so early in the morning, I can't even think straight. But it was, goodness gracious, considered statutory rape when, you know, a man has sex with an underage child. So, is that statutory rape? Am I using the right words? I can't really think right now. But my point is that I'm a mentor, and I made a very big difference in this girl's life. And now she's like, Tiffany just turned 28 years old, and she's still in my life. Her daughter's still in my life. Her daughter actually became my goddaughter, like within a couple of years that we met. And basically, I was there to be a shoulder on her. I wasn't there to judge her. I wasn't there to give her negative advice. I just gave her the guidance and provided her with tools that I knew of to continue on and live her dream. And her dream was to be a nurse. She wanted to go to school, and I didn't want her to think that because she had a baby that it was the end of the world. And Tiffany graduated from school. Tiffany is going to nursing school right now. Tiffany was working a lot. She used to work so much. She used to have 2 jobs. I was really proud of her. Like, having a baby didn't make her go on welfare. She avoided that. That was one thing she would not do. And she's a very, very strong woman. And and she always tells me that I made a big difference in her life, and I'm the reason that she continued to move on to the positive road, because there wasn't too many people in her life that was positive. And I just suggest to you guys, if you can, become a mentor to these young women that are having babies out there. Not even just that they have babies, become a mentor for these young women who just need a positive role model, a positive female role model, because there's a lot of young girls out here that are coming from broken homes, that they don't feel loved in their homes, they're not getting the proper guidance of how to be and act like a young lady, and they need someone in their life like that. So if it's possible for you to become a mentor, or if there's someone that needs some type of positive person in their lives, be involved in their lives, just give them guidance in any way that you possibly can, because that's all they need. We have so many women, so many boys, not women, so many little girls, so many little boys that are lost souls, because the household that they're growing up in isn't providing the love and the nurturing that they need to stay in the positive role. So I just wanted to share that, because it's so special for me that I still have the relationship I have with Tiffany, and she's like my little sister, and her daughter is like my daughter. And, I spend as much time with them as I possibly can. And some of these mentoring programs, all they ask for is that you spend an hour a day with the resident. And sometimes that's all you need. All they need is just someone to talk, just to be on the phone. I mean, when me and Tiffany first started out, I saw her like an hour a day. Even Jordan was with me. At the time, he was like 5 or 6 years old, so some of the meetings, he was along with me. Most of the meetings, it was just me and her and the baby. Depending on what program you are, they would rather you be one-on-one with the resident, because there are residents, that are more difficult that really needs that one-on-one time, that they can't have any other focus that takes them away from what you're there for. But you can basically tell by the personality of the girl or the boy of how to work with them and everything like that.